Okay. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Ivy, also known as Spicy Ivy on Instagram. I'm 20 years old. I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado, and I've been skating for roughly 15 years.
What?
Wah, 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 wah. So you win the award for skating for a really long time.
Wait, so
A
you've
very
been
long
skating,
time.
you've been skating for 3/4 of your life.
Yeah. So
Oh
you're like
my
a
Yes,
pro.
I have.
Gosh. Okay, well that
That's
answers
why
most of my questions.
that's why I like to tell people that I am more balanced on my skates than my feet. 90% of the time,
Yeah.
more on my feet than on my skates.
Wow.
That
How-
is insane.
That's amazing. How did you start so 5 years old? Like I
Mhm.
was probably still tripping on nothing at 5.
So my mom started playing roller derby when I was 5, and then me
Aw.
and some of the other women that played their kids were also interested in it, so they started a junior league for us.
I'm just imagining little baby Ivy on
Yeah,
skates.
I can send you the very first picture I have of me playing derby. I'm literally like this big. Oh my god! And sometimes I find my jerseys, and they're so tiny. It's so cute.
Oh my god. And they're all tiny and sweaty from like
Yes.
tiny babies hitting. This is wow, that's
Wait, yeah, babies hitting each
Just
other?
like-
Do you like
Pretty much. Well, and I was playing against like
with what?
I was
adults.
playing against like 12-year-olds as a 5-year-old. I mean, the ages varied in between, but like
Yeah.
I was definitely playing kids that were much older than me.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah. It was
You-
pretty crazy.
Do you feel like that made you like, like small fish in a big pond situation where like you had to like get really good?
I wouldn't really say that it made me get really good because I changed teams pretty often. Like I started out in this one down here in the Springs, and then that one kind of fizzled out, so we had to start a new one, and then we had to start another new one, and then I went and played up in Denver, and that's when it got competitive. That's when it got like small fish in a big pond because I was coming from
Wow.
like something different, and then we ended up playing like co-ed, which
Oh,
I
wow.
am so against co-ed junior roller derby. That is like so awful because then we end up playing like 17-year-old boys who also are on like varsity football and varsity wrestling, and then we're like so they are like a lot stronger than us. This isn't going to work.
Yeah.
Never.
So
This is-
yeah, I'm very against that, but that definitely helped me.
Wow.
What? That's intense.
That like I can't even, I'm like my brain is trying to process what it would be
No.
like to play roller derby that young.
Because I feel like the thing that I did the youngest was like swimming lessons. And like
I didn't take swimming lessons. I
well,
was
when would
playing
you
roller
have?
derby.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
like
I don't know.
So
I
did you
did
play-
manage
Go for it.
I was gonna I managed to squeeze gymnastics in for a little bit.
of course.
That was pretty much my other question of like, what did you have
Yeah.
time for any other sports or?
I mean, like I played basketball and volleyball in middle school,
Mm.
just like not competitively, just like for the school spirit or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did it. I wasn't like very good.
Hard to believe.
And then
Yeah.
and then in high school I did cross country my sophomore year, which was that was the absolute worst decision of my life. I'm
Yeah.
not a runner.
Yes.
That made me realize I am not a runner.
Yeah.
It's not
It
for me.
sucks so bad.
Yeah. And so that's when I stuck to skating. That's when I realized nothing else
Yeah,
is made for me.
I feel like I started skating for that reason because I was like, I hate running and I never
Yeah.
ever want to do it, and I hate working out, so I might as well find something that I enjoy.
Enjoy doing, and then it all
Yeah.
works out.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine like knowing skating first and then trying to run after. I would have been like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
I
not going
did-
as fast.
Yeah.
I did get pretty burnt out on skating for, growing up. Like
Yeah.
I feel like any kid playing the same sport for a long time
Absolutely.
growing up is like destined to get burnt out of it.
Yes.
So I think in like 6th grade when I started to get like 6th or 7th grade when I started to get like I'm a teenager now, like I can do other stuff. That's when I was like, I don't want to play derby anymore. But then when I got my senses back, then I started playing again.
Oh,
I
that's
love
so
that.
cute.
Did your mom continue to play derby as well? Like
Yes, she stopped in the same year that I aged out. coincidentally.
Okay.
That wasn't on purpose, but now that I'm thinking of it, it was the same year
That's
to
so
2019.
Wow.
That's very
So,
recently then.
yeah, when you aged out of like junior derby, did you want to go into just like adult derby, or that's when you found skate park skating, right?
So yeah, so my plan, like my whole life, was to go skate for the Denver Roller Dolls, like as an
Wow.
adult.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to do. And then I started park skating in my last season of junior roller derby. And it's funny because like our last, we made it to champs that last season, and that was supposed to be like my last, you know, junior game, my last like hurrah with them.
Yeah.
And I fucking broke my wrist like a month before we had nationals park skating.
No. Oh no.
Yeah. And so that's when I was like, park skate now, because it is really hard balancing both,
Yeah.
Mhm.
because like my teammates for derby didn't want me to park skate for that reason. I literally proved them right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I understand why I had to choose one, and I'm glad that I chose park skating. Obviously, I think that it's taken me a lot farther than derby did in 13 years.
Yeah.
You know, like I've like done so much more with my career, I guess you could say, in these 2 years park skating than all of derby.
Wow.
That's a tough
So
decision too, because that's all you knew.
Yeah.
exactly. But so then, but I really did. And even before I broke my wrist, I was like, I really love park skating. Like I like that it's not a team.
Yeah.
You know, like I can just
Yeah.
do it by myself. I can do it whenever I want at any
Yes.
time.
It's on you.
That's huge.
Because
Coming
with
from,
derby,
like-
you know, I could only play twice a week when we had practice.
Yeah, and it's like
And
a
I-
huge commitment. Like you have
Exactly.
you can't not go. Like just because you don't feel like
Exactly.
it that day. Like you have to go. That was
Mhm.
a huge thing for me coming from team sports my whole life. That like roller skating just, or I guess park skating in particular, like really appealed to me, was that like I'm not on someone's schedule. I don't have to work with other people's performance or their
Mhm.
attitude or their
You
vibe.
can go
You know? Like,
anytime you want.
yes, you can go whenever you want. You can do whatever you want. You don't have like a routine that you have to go through.
Yeah.
It's so nice. The freedom is so nice.
It's that, and I was gonna say it like ties the freedom together with skating, because you
Yeah.
can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome that it ended up being like your gut feeling was
Right.
Mhm.
correct. It was
It
right,
all
'cause
worked
you're
out.
doing, you're doing so awesome. Give us let's talk about your park set or your skate setup only. park
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I pretty much only have a park setup, and I'm
Yeah.
really bad at even when I like go to the rink, I don't change my wheels. And I skate on, so I'm in the Moxie Jack boot,
Mhm.
the Jack 1. I use Avanti magnesium plates.
Oh,
No,
okay.
aluminum. They're aluminum.
Okay.
And then I have 3-inch penny trucks. And right now I'm on Spitfire wheels, 52 millimeter.
But
101A. But I have some wheels coming out at the end of the month that will be released on my Instagram and on the Wild Bones official Instagram. So
You're so
little self promo.
well, no, we want
That's
all
what
of
you're
that.
here
That's
for,
what you're
yeah.
here for.
Yeah,
we were just talking about your wheels.
So
I'm so
freaking
excited.
Awesome.
I'm
So
excited.
excited. The only thing that's gonna suck is that I can't skate on them for a couple months. So I'm just gonna have to live through everyone else that purchases them.
Yeah, and it'll be
Yeah.
nice to hear like all the feedback and all of
Yeah.
the stuff without like,
Actually
having to
knowing.
do it.
Yeah.
It'll be
Yes.
like a big surprise. You'll be like, I don't know. How are
The
they?
reveal. Yeah, I'm super stoked.
And that's through Mountainside, right?
Mhm.
Which is also Wild Bones.
Wild Bones. Yeah, a lot of people. It's funny how many, because I also work at Mountainside.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's funny how many people come in and like don't realize. They're like, do you guys sell Wild Bones? And we're like, yeah, we make
Yeah.
them.
We
are
are
they're like,
Wild Bones.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you know
Yeah,
who my
it's pretty
father
funny.
is?
Basically, yeah. And just shout out to Ryan, because he, the owner of Mountainside and Wild Bones, he has like none of anything that has happened for me with this wheel stuff and would be possible without him. So thank you so much, Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan's really nice.
Yeah,
do
he's
love
the
him.
best.
Also, just talking about Ryan and how nice he is.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know
he's
how nice he
awesome.
is, but he
Yeah.
seems
No.
great. It's awesome for somebody to open up that market, because
Hmm.
I see a lot of people I see a lot of things on the internet. I see everything for some freaking reason.
No,
I hate
literally,
it.
like the eyes and ears, I don't understand. I'm so aloof. I'm fucking unaware of everything that goes on. And Jay's like, here's this video. Did you see this, this, this? And I'm like, no, I
Knows
would never
everything.
see this."
It's
Yes.
research.
It's my
Gregory
Gregory
Preston.
Preston plug once again. It's research.
So I think it's really awesome that wheels are coming out. Like Michelle has
Mhm.
their roller bones wheels, which are freaking awesome, amazing. Everybody that wears them, I feel like loves them.
Skate Witch.
Skate Witch also has
Yep.
their wild bone,
Yep.
right, wheels, which are I had a pair. I got my Michelle wheels at the same time, so I handed them off to somebody else. But and then your wheels come out, and it's so cool to see the market opening up for that, because that's exactly what we need. Like
I
we
agree.
need all of you absolute shredders to have your product so that we can support you that way.
And that helps just grow the community, because
Exactly.
I'm sure you guys know I skate with a lot of skateboarders.
Yeah.
Like definitely that's like my biggest skating crew is with skateboarders. And that's like when people ask me like, what do I see or what do I want the future of roller skating to go to? And I answer with skateboarding, but not in a way of like I don't want to say not the skateboarding community, because the skateboarding community is great sometimes, but you know, they have flaws also. But just as in the seriousness of skateboarding, you know, like people take it really seriously and people make a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
It's like if you're good at skateboarding, you can make like amazing money. And that's where I want roller skating to go.
Exactly. And that's where we all want to see it. And for that to happen, these things need to happen.
Yeah.
But then I also see, like I was saying, I see on social media roller skaters within our community, we're somehow really great at like shutting ourselves down. So like I'll see like memes about like roller skaters going wild or going crazy over the same wheel, like same formula, same exact wheel, just in a different color. It's like that's exactly what skateboarders do too.
That's what it is. You can't
It
change.
is, you can't change
wheels.
that.
Like,
it's wheels. There's only a certain amount of shapes you can be circle, and there's only a certain amount of product it can be made out of. So
and then it back to, well, that's who they want to support.
Exactly.
So,
it's not about
it's all full circle.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't matter that the wheel is the same material as a roller bones. Like it's the same as the other roller bones. The point is that you're supporting this person because you want to and you look up to them, or you feel like you want to be at their level.
Yeah, people are definitely haters. Oh, actually, we have a shout out for Tony Bravo, a great quote. You know the quote better than I do.
Just people love to block their own blessings. People love to, I guess, like crap on themselves or their own community in order to like, I don't know what the reason is.
Why? Yeah,
who
it
knows?
just happens.
But we see the opposite in you, I think.
Well, no, not you. Like I mean, like things like that, where it's like, why would you just buy the same wheel but a different color, different name, blah blah blah. It's like we're trying to stimulate the industry. Like that's literally how it happens.
I'm literally like, take my money.
Yeah,
please.
me too. I'm like, here's my few rupees I have them. But okay.
So that's your
setup.
That's your setup. Did you say what kind of sliders you're on?
Oh no, I didn't finish. So I'm on the Wild Bone plate sliders, which are going to be released tomorrow. If you want to purchase them, go to Wild Bones Official's Instagram.
I do.
I
know I want to try those.
And then I am skating on the Bronson Raw bearings.
Cool.
And I use the Moxie brake pedal toe stops.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then derby laces.
Derby laces are really
they're it. That's it.
Yeah.
Top notch.
Yeah, top notch. Absolutely. I feel like I've had the same derby laces for years and they've just never.
Yeah. I don't know how people break theirs.
I feel like
I know. I
like,
never
my laces. I'm like, how?
Never actually break them. I just really love using my laces to like make my boots look cute. So I like change my laces a lot.
Yeah,
I do too. I have like a bundle of just like different colored laces that were probably used like for a month, and I'm like, new color time.
Yeah, literally. Absolutely. And I also want to get the little pom-pom things that you guys have. I want them. They're cute.
Yes, we can make that happen. My balls.
Okay.
I can totally.
Yes, your balls. I want them.
Jay has some nice balls for
I'll be your ball sponsor.
Oh yay!
I'll send you a contract.
I've been waiting for a ball sponsor.
Finally,
they're so excited.
Like I've been trying to drop hints that I want your ball sponsorship. Okay. more important questions other than, I mean, there's nothing more important than Jay's balls, but
Yeah.
okay, so your skating background, that explains a lot. You said that you did gymnastics for a little bit.
Not like competitively. I mean, like I didn't go places with it, but I would go to gymnastics and learn how to do a backflip and stuff. I don't know.
Just okay. No big deal.
It's not like I was doing like anything crazy, just backflips. Do you think you'll ever do a backflip on roller skates?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Ivy's like a
I
week
mean,
after my knee healed.
Yeah.
no, seriously, I'm gonna do it this year. Like
Yes, you are.
I will do it by December.
Yes, you will.
I love that.
Because I'm hoping that we'll be skating. I saw the doctor yesterday for the first time since surgery. And he said he seemed pretty hopeful that I would be able to like start flat ground skating by July.
Wait,
I love
so
that. Okay, so let's
give us what happened? I mean, we know, but let's if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, no, we can go into it. So I was skating at our local indoor park in Colorado Springs. So slippery, like every indoor park. It is like insanely slippery. You just, get used to it. And so I was trying to do the thing where, so like flat like this, but you like edges.
Yeah, so to essentially like a manual on your
yes, like a side manual.
Nice. Okay.
Which I've done them before to like air out of a bowl and then go like half circle back into the bowl. And so I was trying to do that at GMP, but I wanted to a friend, Bryson, told me to try this, and I was like, oh, I need to try this tonight. To do one front wheel and one back wheel on one foot. So it's like a right? Cool. Yeah. Like I really wanted to try it. And so I was like, I need to try this tonight, knowing damn well I was gonna slip out. That's the worst. That's the worst part of everything with my knee, is that I knew I was gonna fall, and that me and my friend that was filming me, because I was like, film this in case I fall. Like I want, like I want to see what happens.
No, I hate that.
Yeah, and so then I go and I tried to do it. So there's like probably like a 6-foot quarter pipe, and then like a bank.
Okay.
Another 6-foot quarter pipe. So I tried to air out from the quarter pipe on the left onto the bank, like the deck on the bank, because they're like sitting below.
Okay.
And so I tried to air out and then, do the cool manual thing back into the bank. But it was so damn slippery that as soon as my feet landed on the deck, that they just slipped out from under me. And I hit the one thing in that entire fucking building that would shatter my kneecap. The brick wall that was right there.
No!
The brick wall. And that's what makes it so shitty, is that if I would have been at like any outdoor park, one, it wouldn't have been as slippery. Yeah. And two, there wouldn't have been a wall for me to hit.
Fucking brick wall, yeah.
Yeah, the brick wall wouldn't have been in my way. But, and I know, like everyone, obviously I got the knee pad spiel from everyone, and
fuck everyone. Fuck every single person who said that. Yeah. I'm gonna say that right up front. Go fuck yourself if you said anything. You're not allowed to listen to the podcast.
There are things, there's some things that I could like get really fired up about what people said to me, because it made me so mad. There's one girl, I won't name any names because I don't even really know her. That's the worst part, is all these people, I don't even know these people, and they're just like,
the woodwork.
Yeah, that's so fucking annoying. But she shared a video on her Instagram story, basically just telling everyone that she didn't feel bad for me and that I like did this to myself. And I'm like, what? Yes, I did this to myself too. I'm not asking anyone to feel bad for me. Like that is not what anyone should gather about this. I'm not asking for anyone's sympathy. Yeah. I'm just like, people are gonna, I kind of have to tell people that it broke my knee. But I'm not gonna be skating. People are gonna be like, where'd she go? Yeah, like I have to kind of tell people. And so when I got a lot of people that were like, I don't feel bad for her, like she did this to herself, like I have no sympathy. Well, that's fine. You don't have to have sympathy for me. Like I will survive.
And also, why go out of your way to be such a hater, to be like, I don't feel bad for her? Like,
I know
it's the same. I got just as mad.
Beyond me.
Did you see that Ivey,
I was
catching
just
lizards,
about to bring that up.
Got staples in her head?
Who?
Catching lizards. Do you know who she is?
Yeah. Yeah.
And she had posted the same thing. Like someone had been like, used it as an example of like, that's why you wear your helmet. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
that's not what you should be getting from this situation at all.
Dude, people are on some shit. That's for sure. People need to chill. I feel like most people
Yeah.
need to be like, is this something I should say? Is this
Yeah.
a good thing?
Also,
probably
any
not.
on the no pads topic, the people that comment on my videos and say like, watching you skate without pads makes me so anxious, like I get so much anxiety, then don't watch
Then
it.
don't.
Please
Like
Or
if
just
you
don't. Yeah.
if me skating without pads makes you so uncomfortable, then just don't watch it.
Don't watch. Yeah.
It's so
Because
Then
like,
why are you
simple.
following me?
like
Why are
it
you
just
watching? Yeah.
Spending
it's a
so much
whole
time.
thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Back to my injury when it
Yes.
happened.
Yeah.
So I bashed my knee on the wall. I've had some pretty bad on my knees. Like I've hit my knees pretty hard before, and I can usually like bounce back from it. Like
Mhm, yeah.
I'll get up and like make sure I can still like put a little bit of pressure on my
Yeah.
knee, and But I knew something was not okay as soon as I
really?
did that. I knew something was not okay, and so I had to slide down the bank on my butt, and then sit on the floor and have someone take my skate off and like,
Oh no, I've been there.
That's
and
when you know
and then I couldn't stand up. So I
No.
had to have my friends put one skateboard under my butt and one skateboard under my knee and just scoop me to the front and get me up onto a couch. And then my car was in the shop, so I was driving my mom's car at the time.
No.
Needed my mom to take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And so I had to have another friend of mine go pick my mom up, bring her to this bring her to this goddamn indoor skate park with all these nasty skateboard boys
Yeah.
and get me into the car,
Break
into
you
the
off
hospital.
the couch.
No.
And at the point, like I didn't know if it was broken or if I tore something. Like I didn't know what exactly had happened.
Yeah.
I just knew I needed something. I knew that, and I was supposed to go to California
Yeah.
2 weeks after that. So I was like, I need to know if something's wrong, like just to clear my mind. Like I need to know what I just did.
Mhm.
And then when the doctor walked in and said that your patella is broken, I was like, so is my heart. I'm not.
Wow.
It was so yeah.
No.
It sucked.
When was that?
Yeah. 25 days ago. I don't know. I
You're
keep
like, I'm
track of how
counting
many
down.
days.
You're like,
Yeah, no, I
25
really
days, 18 hours.
Literally. Pretty much.
25 days ago.
I'm so bummed
I don't
about
know
that.
what month it is.
What day is it?
I don't know.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
It was like middle of March.
I'm so bummed because I remember that's when I was like talking to you just kind of like briefly like, oh my god, you're coming, I know you're coming. Michelle said it, I'm gonna send you the waiver for the estrogen, here we go. And then this happened and I think
well, the worst part is that I still, like, when you told me that my knee was broken, I didn't know that I needed surgery at that point. Like I didn't know like how bad it really was.
Yeah.
And so in the back of my mind, and then I talked to Michelle on the phone the next morning, and we were like, like maybe I can still come out and just like hang out with you guys, like finally get to fucking meet all of you and like actually hang out with you like in real life. And then the next day I saw the doctor and they were like, yeah, no, you have to get surgery in like 5 days.
What do they even do in that surgery?
What do they do?
do
Like,
they just
glue
like
it
look at
together?
you
So
and
my
they're like,
kneecap, so I have 3 screws and 3 wires in my kneecap now. The x-ray is hilarious because it's such a small bone and it's just like they jam packed all these fucking to it. So my kneecap broke into 3 significant cracks, like 3, they were spread out. So they had to go in and screw the big pieces back together and take out any like little remnants that couldn't be put back into my bone.
Did you get to keep them?
Yeah. No.
Well, they're still in
unfortunately.
The remnants.
The remnants. Yeah.
The remnants.
Like a necklace.
That would be pretty fun. I should have asked to keep the staples that were in my knee because that was gnarly.
I just saw your video today of you bending it, and I was like,
yeah.
Okay, I saw the picture of the fluid bubble that went down.
I can't. It's so
I hate
gross.
the human body.
It's
I know,
so gross.
so disgusting.
And I keep telling everyone that like swipe, because like I think the scar like is gonna look sick. Like I think scars are cool, and like even with the staples in it, like I think it looked sick.
Yeah.
But it only looked cool until I remembered that is my knee right now.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like,
Like
okay, I can't look at that anymore. Like that cannot be my leg.
It's
but
weird.
it is.
It's really weird. Also, Do you know if you'll ever be able to get that hardware out or no?
He said to only really worry about getting it out if it
If
starts
you
to
have
bother me.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they told me
But
too.
if it doesn't bother me, then I'm cool to just leave it in, which I'm
Nice.
fine with, because I do not want another knee surgery. That was awful.
Yeah.
Was it
I've never
scary?
yeah, it was really scary. And I just kept like, when my surgeon told me that I needed surgery, I was like, is it gonna hurt as bad as it did when I broke it? Like, is it gonna hurt that bad again? And it hurt 10 times fucking worse than it did.
Really?
So
What did they do
much
when you were
worse.
awake?
So much. No, like, because I got a nerve block also.
Oh,
Once my nerve block wore off, like a day after surgery.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
was chilling, like when I woke up from surgery and
Of
like I got
course.
home, like I was fine. I
Daily.
was like, this is
Yeah.
cool, like, you know.
all
But
fucked up.
then the nerve block wore off that next morning, and I was not okay. I have never, I would never wish that upon literally.
Yeah. You know, okay, that's a good point. Because I feel like when I broke your injury sounds so similar to when I broke my ankle, because it was like my friends had to like take my skate off
Mhm.
for me. I knew instantly. I was like, this is not
Something's wrong.
this is not good. I felt
Yeah.
like I heard the like crack and like knew. I was like, oh fuck. And my foot was like hanging off my leg. So that was
Yeah, when I did try to like see if I could put pressure on it, I heard a little
Like a-
pop.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and that's when I
disgusting.
was like, no.
Aw.
No,
I know, and I remember like I was in such bad pain when it first happened, and I was like, well, this is the worst of it, right? And then
Mhm.
exactly
And
what
it's
you said,
not at
like
all.
the nerve block, you like get out of surgery and you're like, ooh, I actually
Mhm.
don't feel that bad. And then you're like, wow, not so bad at all. And then all the meds wear
Yeah.
off within like 24 to 48 hours, and you're like, I want to die.
Well, and the worst part, I felt so stupid because they offered another like different
Block.
kind of nerve block, you know, like the more intense one that like they kind of leave implanted in you for a
Oh,
while.
interesting.
Whoa.
It was like catheter type, not a catheter, but like
Yeah.
idea of it, like
Yeah.
sending pulses through your leg of
Oh,
like,
wow.
you know, to numb your nerves.
Mhm.
And I wish that I would have done that one so bad, but he warned me of complications that really scared me, which probably wouldn't have happened to me,
Yeah.
but I was just like really nervous.
Still not worth
Yeah.
the
But
extra stress.
and also other people that have had knee surgeries have been trying to like, you know, tell me that they like know how it feels and stuff, but if they didn't break their kneecap, it's a completely different,
Yeah.
you know, like bone hurts 10 times more than a tendon or a ligament, and that's just like scientifically proven that
Yeah.
bone is more painful. But at the same time, I'm kind of thankful about that because it heals a lot
Yeah.
faster than
Yeah,
tendon
it
or
does.
ligament.
Yeah.
So I'm just going through more pain to heal faster, basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so they gave you, so let's see, mid-March, they said April, May, June, July. So they said like 4 months?
They said 3 to 5, so I met 4 in the middle and said I will be
Oh,
skating
good
by
shoot.
July.
Okay. If this is, I know
And
that ankles are smaller joints than knees, but I was on skates again in less than 3 months after my surgery.
oh,
If that
really?
feels good.
Okay. And a lot of people like a skateboarder named Ronnie Sandoval, and he had a very similar injury to mine. His was quite a bit worse,
Ooh.
but he also shattered his kneecap and had to get screws and wires in his knee. And so he gave me a lot of insight about like he helped me prepare mentally and physically for like this whole experience totally. But he said that he was skating again in 4 months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that makes me feel very hopeful. And a lot of people have also told me like doctors usually overshoot it. Like if you take physical therapy seriously, which I'm going to 100%, obviously, because I just miss like moving.
Yeah.
Like I was telling my mom today, I was like, I just feel so lazy and like so just
Yeah.
and like my leg, did you see the picture of my leg? Oh, I don't know if I posted it actually, but it's like so atrophied and
It
so
looks so
skinny.
thin.
It's so tiny, dude.
I
It's
can't
so
believe that
sad.
already
It
happened.
I
happens
know.
like so quick. By the time
Well,
you get,
especially because I went from like skating every single day, which is like all quad. Like that's all quad.
Yeah.
And I went from doing that every day to not even putting any bit of pressure on that leg. So like it was just
We're
It's
such
so
crazy.
weird
weird.
like bodies. Like we're
I
not built for
know.
anything
I'm like, man
apparently.
up. Stupid.
Oh, you're
But I can start bending. I can bend it like I'm supposed to start bending it at a 40-degree angle, which is fucking
Okay.
terrifying.
Whoa.
But yeah, I was so surprised when he said, because I was expecting not to walk for like another month,
yeah.
not to like actually start
Mm.
walking for another month. And he was like, no, you can probably start walking like in the next like 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Like if you start like putting, and I can put like a little bit of pressure on it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Whoa.
I did not expect. I also told my mom that today, is that like every bit of this experience has been nothing like what I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like I
That
have
seems
not
good, though. I
been
feel
able
like-
to.
I feel like you expect it to be so
And
much
bad.
worse. Yeah.
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 But
Oh.
it's crazy bending and walking, and I didn't think I would be doing that at all right now.
Wow. Well, it's good
So-
that it's going to happen sooner than you thought, in a way.
Definitely. It
Mm.
does scare me thinking about bending it, because I didn't know my incision was that big.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that I had staples in it. Like I thought that I just had dissolvable stitches.
Yeah.
Oh,
And so when they
staples are
when
gnarly.
when they pulled the dressing off yesterday, I was like, no fucking way, you're about to pull those out. Like you're gonna take 14 of staples out of my knee.
Oh,
No.
14 staples. Oh my gosh.
So much.
Yeah, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be though. It was just a little pinch.
Well, after what you went
Disgusting.
through, of course. Like,
Yeah.
you know
No.
what-
Seriously, I don't think I will ever feel pain again after this, because of how horrible like all of this
Yes.
pain has been, dude.
Oh,
It's crazy.
man, you're a trooper. That's a tough one.
Also, this has really, because this is the first like crazy injury that I've had,
Mhm.
and this has really opened my eyes up to how horrible the healthcare system is.
Oh, Yes.
Like
that's
so horrible.
So
awful.
fucked.
If I didn't have insurance, I would literally be with us right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No.
would like not.
RIP.
No,
Yeah.
just this brace alone is $900.
Yeah, dude. And they charge you for like, we were talking about this. It's like a
They-
piece of gauze. Beep.
Literally, I'm like,
itemize it
Jesus.
all.
It's awful. It's so awful.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's really
Did
trash.
like for me, I remember when I was like on my parents' insurance, I got really, really sick and I got like cluster migraines. So I went to the doctor, hospital, and they gave me a spinal tap.
Whoa.
And like they sent me the bill, like just this is what the bill is. You're not paying this because you have the insurance, but like we're just
Yeah.
gonna show you how bad
Yeah.
this, and
How much it costs.
it was ridiculous.
How much was it?
I
It's
don't
awful.
remember, but it was over 10,000. Like it was like
Jesus.
it
For
was
just that?
for like the shots, the medicine, for being there and being sick. It was like the tests that they had to run.
See, and that's the
That's
shitty thing, is they'll charge you for things that you like don't need.
Yeah.
They're like, we're just
It's
gonna
like-
do all of this stuff anyway, so we'll just put it on the tab.
Yeah.
Like 2 days before my surgery was scheduled, I had to go back to the ER because I was running like a crazy fever.
Oh.
And like I was running a crazy fever. My heartbeat was like through the fucking roof.
Oh my
And
God.
we like had no idea what was going on. It was, I have like a little, or had, I guess not anymore. I had like a tiny little scab on the knee that I broke from like 2 weeks before I broke it.
Mhm.
But in my mind, I was like, oh my God, that scab is going to be so infected because I haven't taken the brace off in a couple days. Like this, like my scab, all the infection went into my blood, and I'm like septic right now. I'm about to die. Like I was
Biggest
freaking
fear.
out. And then that's how they treated me when I got to the hospital. Like as soon as they like saw how my heart rate and like my fever and stuff, they immediately rushed me back. There was like 6 nurses waiting for me in the room. They like immediately started putting IVs in me and like gave me a fucking EEG and like a chest x-ray and like all this shit. And I'm like, and it all turns out I just had a kidney infection.
What?
That was all from a kidney infection. And so they gave me all this like stuff that I didn't need that probably costed so much money.
Oh Jesus.
Wait, so was
Yeah.
it like, did the kidney infection happen just on its own, or was it connected to the surgery?
No, it was not connected to the surgery at all. I didn't even know I had a kidney infection. It was so weird. The only symptoms that I had was a fever and a
What
fast
even
heart rate.
caused it? Like, how the F do you even get a kidney infection? I hate having a body. Having
I
a
don't
body is
know.
the
It
worst.
blows my mind.
Who did
Yeah,
this to
like
me?
I hate having to pay the bills for this thing. I don't.
I didn't
know.
even pick it.
I
It's
didn't.
inconvenient.
It's so inconvenient. Okay, well, back to the fun parts of having a body.
A body.
God,
Yes.
'cause I could talk about
Yes.
We
that.
can talk
forever.
about healthcare forever.
Yeah.
We're gonna actually start another podcast about
Just
it.
about healthcare.
Yeah,
Let me in
About
on
the
that
healthcare
one.
system.
Hate the American healthcare system.
Yeah.
But
But keeping in the theme of bodies.
oh yeah, bodies.
The Bodies Museum.
What about
in the
bodies?
theme of bodies. So you have alopecia.
Correct.
Do you wanna
So
dive into that a little bit? I know that I'm
sure.
sure there's a bunch of people going through the same thing, and they'd
Yeah.
probably love to
So
hear from you.
if you don't know what alopecia is, it is a autoimmune disease that has no cause and no cure. And it basically attacks your hair follicles and makes your body think that your hair is a foreign substance. So it rejects the hair that it chooses to. And it can
Oh, so
happen,
Jesus, okay.
yeah, it can happen anywhere on your body. Like it can happen on your eyebrows, your eyelashes, your legs, like anywhere. And just out of nowhere, it's different for everyone. It can, some people will just like lose spots every now and then and they'll grow back in, and then they'll lose other spots. Some people will lose every bit of their hair and it will never grow back. Some people will lose all of their hair and then it will grow back. And there's just no telling for how it will play out for anyone.
That's
So
wild.
Wow.
Again, bodies.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
yeah,
exactly.
body's crazy.
So how do you feel like that's how do you feel like that has obviously it's changed your life? Like it is a big deal.
Definitely.
It's not just hair.
Yeah, it's definitely better now. Like I've definitely accepted it now, I think, which I'm pretty proud to say, because it was pretty recent. I got diagnosed in October of 2019.
Oh wow.
So it hasn't even been 2 full years of me not having all my hair. But I don't want to say that I'm glad that I lost it when I did, but that was a really time for me to lose it, because that's when I was starting to get really comfortable with park skating.
Mhm.
And so this is kind of how alopecia and skating tie into my life together. Skating helped me be okay with going out in public without a wig on, because I did wear wigs when it first happened, but obviously I can't wear a wig at the skate park because it will fly off.
Yeah.
So
yeah, when
I
you're
was
doing
kind
all
of
your crazy Baranis and stuff.
so I was kind of forced to go to the park in a very like vulnerable setting, like where I didn't have a choice. But then over time, it helped me realize that people still wanted to watch me skate, whether I had hair or not.
Yeah.
Like people didn't want to watch me skate because of my hair.
No,
Which
yeah.
it was a silly thing to feel, but when you're in that vulnerable state and you don't have that like protection,
Yeah.
it was really easy to feel that way. And so skating definitely helped me with that, like balanced it out.
Yeah, definitely. That's insane. Yeah, because I feel like, yes, your hair is your hair is a lot of like what ties you together as a person. Like it's so there in the forefront.
It's like
And I grew up like always dyeing my hair. Like that's what I was known for, is like having like my colorful hair. And then it was all just gone.
And I remember so I have like really big ears that stick out a lot. And I remember when I was little, I would always like make sure that my hair covered my ears. And then one of my friends' moms was like, "Oh, Liz, you always hide behind your hair." And I'd be like, "What the fuck does that mean, lady?" And like, it's a huge thing though. We hide behind our hair in so many ways, and we don't even realize it until I didn't lose my hair to alopecia. I cut all my hair off at one point because I was like going through a Britney phase. And then I was like, oh my God, we're like, our hair we do hide
a lot.
It does, like, yeah, emotionally, like it's such a weird tie, because like I'm sure that so many people will be like, oh, it's just hair, when it's like, that's so demeaning.
So many people.
Yeah, because if it happens, if it happened to you, like let's say it happened to one of us, you wouldn't just say it's just hair. It's where like I don't know how I would be able to handle that, just because like again I do hide behind my hair, like
that's why I really appreciate when people don't try to give me advice about it.
Yeah,
because like it's hard to like give advice about something that you haven't experienced, or that you like don't know anything about.
How dare anybody?
Yeah.
So that is a really frustrating part of it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, how do you tell somebody? It's not the same as choosing to shave your head.
Yeah,
exactly.
It's not the same at all. But it is, like you said, it is pretty perfect that happened at that time, because I feel like your confidence really came from how you skated, and I feel like
Yeah.
maybe that even
Definitely.
pushed you to want to just be better, because it doesn't matter how you look.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
felt not in a bad way, but I felt like I had to like prove myself, but not to anyone else, like
To yourself.
prove myself to myself.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Prove myself that like I can do this still.
Yeah.
Yeah, with or without hair, you're gonna be kicking ass and doing wild
Yeah.
flippy things and like
Yeah.
grinds that
And
take
even like
precision.
people, I get like hate comments about it from like 15-year-old boys and like,
Wow.
Okay. I was like,
you know,
"Ooh."
just like stupid little boys. But people, they don't realize that like giving me attention, like your negative attention is still giving me attention.
Jokes on
Yeah.
you.
So thank you for that.
Appreciate that. You put
Yeah,
me on the algorithm now.
Yeah.
Now I'm on the
exactly. Exactly.
That's awesome though. I'm sure that there are a lot of people, more than we, skating is such a big thing.
Oh, yeah.
And
Massive.
I'm sure there are a lot of people that are dealing with it, and watching you and being able to be like, whoa, look at
Yeah,
how
it's crazy how many people I like forget this, that I have a large portion of my following is from people with alopecia.
Wow.
Like it's not all like different kinds of skaters. Like there are just other people with alopecia that don't really feel as comfortable talking about it with people
Yeah.
as I do. And so I think that it gives them like courage and inspiration to see me doing it.
Yes,
yeah.
representation. It's the same
Mhm.
as
Exactly.
everything else that's being spoken about, is that reputation matters so much. And
Mhm.
I think that's like, ooh, I think it's really cool that, I don't know. I just feel like there's more and more people doing, literally going against gravity and going against what we thought was like physically possible. And it's
Mhm.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I suffer, or I'm not even suffering, but yes, I have this whatever, this condition, and I'm still kicking ass, ripping
Mhm.
Thank
in
you.
ways that like 15-year-old boys could never change. Like,
Literally, they could never.
They really could never actually. So let's see.
I feel like I've been talking too much. Am I talking too much?
This is
that's
your
why, yeah, that's why
Okay.
you're here. But
Okay.
speaking of internet, yeah, speaking of internet,
the internet. Let's talk about that. So how has like I feel like it would be sudden, maybe your sudden rise.
it was sudden. I remember
It was very sudden.
okay, so I feel like I'm so lucky that I DM'd you like literally when you had like
Yeah.
maybe a few thousand followers, and I was like, you're
If
so
that.
fucking good. Yeah, you were. I remember seeing a video of you, and I was like, you're so good. Who are you? Where did you come from? And then wild, like seeing, and it's amazing, like wild in a good way, to see how much you've like blown up on the internet, and how
It's
like you
crazy.
already were really talented,
Mhm.
and it like you were already so good and precise, and like I don't know, it's cool to see. Like back then I could see that you're gonna get like really crazy good, and now you are really crazy good, and it's like
Thank you.
yeah, I'm like but yeah, you blew up like overnight, it felt like, which is tight. That's
It's
super
good.
cool.
That means people are recognizing
It's
real
crazy.
Real
skate talent.
skaters, and also it's you. Like you're such a good, like a sweet baby, that it's like, oh, I'm so glad that someone really fucking tight is representing our community.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
But how has it been? Like how was that weird? Like how did it feel on your end?
Yeah, it's been pretty weird, especially I think like the weirdest part about it is that I didn't ask for it.
Yeah.
Like I didn't ask everyone to like repost all my stuff, and like I didn't like use a bunch of hashtags. Like I mean I did for a while, just when I like first started skating, but then like once I started developing like a big following, I stopped doing that, just like wanted to see what would happen on its, like, and then this happened, which is crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, it's been really, really insane. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't know how to act with it. Especially like people here, or I guess not even just here, like up in Denver too. Like when I go to skate parks, like people recognize me pretty often when I go places.
Of course.
And it's like I still don't know how to like respond when people are like starstruck to see me. I'm like, oh my God, I'm just a person. Like it's okay. Like
Yeah.
I'm nothing special. It's okay. You can talk to me. It's like I don't know how to act.
I think that's like, I don't know. I feel like I've experienced that like with people just knowing your face on the internet and being like, oh my god, like we got a little mention.
Oh yeah.
We were freaking out. This literally has
This
happened
is
to us
fucking
one
person.
time.
We were up at Estro's this week, and we like went to Cayucos, which is this skate park that's like
On
kind
the
of on the. It's a
ocean.
gorgeous.
Looks so fun.
We'll
Yeah.
bring you
Yeah.
when you're
When you're
healed,
Please.
healed in 4
in
months.
July.
Yeah.
No, less
Yes.
than.
Less than.
We're
Yes.
gonna bring you there. But I was like, we just got there, and I like talked to this girl. I was like, oh hey, my name's Alyssa, and she's like, oh, I actually know who you are. I listen to your podcast. I was like, and that's literally one.
It's
person.
exciting.
One
But
person. And then we might have scared her off with
yeah,
our
we pushed her
response.
scared, like she's never gonna watch again because she's like, okay, never mind you weirdos.
They're weird.
But yeah, no, that's I cannot
No.
imagine
Not
going
even.
from like
It's
just someone who's really good at skating, but like in our small little world, like I feel like our world was so small for so long, and then out
definitely.
of nowhere it just blew the fuck up. And so like
Mhm.
I can't imagine how weird it is to try and adjust your like to that change in your
Yeah.
case where you're like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Really weird. And it's almost like I don't like to feel like I have to tend to my followers when I post.
Yeah.
You know, like I post what I want to post, and I post what I enjoy doing and what, like, you know, but I at the same time I post to inspire other people. It's not to like gain this like crazy following and like get like all this clout and like whatever people think that I'm doing. I don't know. But I do it. I post what I post to inspire other people. It doesn't even have to be for fucking roller skating. Like just I want to inspire people to go do something that they want to do.
I love that. That's awesome. And do you
So-
feel like social media, like how do you feel like that relationship between you and social media works? Like does it make you want to skate less? Does it make you want to skate more? You talk about getting like hate from, random people. Like social media is you opening your little home up essentially and like, look at all my stuff and look at all this stuff that I can do, and that leads to people thinking that they can say whatever the fuck they want to you.
Yeah.
How do
So
you
at
feel?
first, the hate comments definitely got to me. Like they definitely got to me, especially like I remember when my first like video blew up on Instagram, and I got like 13 million views or something fucking insane
What
like
was
that.
it?
Like and it was a stupid video. That's the worst part about it, is it's like just me doing like stupid shit. Not even like like stuff that like people that roller skate would be like, oh my god, like that's crazy. It's stuff that's like, I don't know, I'm just like spinning and like I did a handstand. It's just like not crazy compared to other stuff that I can do, I guess is what I should say. But it blew up, and that's when I started getting like a lot of followers, is from that video. I got like a crazy amount of followers from it, but the hate comments on it, they made me cry. I'm not even gonna lie. Like some of them like really hurt my feelings.
Where are they?
Drop your ass down there.
So but then I reminded myself that like attention is still attention. They're still helping me get this 13 million views on this video. Like you commenting, telling me you telling me that I look like a boy is not like any difference on I don't know what you wanted to gain from that. But
and then you engaged, like if you comment, the algorithm
yeah,
loves that. You're engaging.
Exactly.
Literally just
and
bumping up my video.
It's pretty fun. Also, sometimes me and my friends will like we'll go on their accounts and like troll the people that like comment hate things on my videos. It's so funny.
I can't do it. I got a job.
Like there was one comment. I think this is probably one of the most disrespectful comments I've ever gotten on a video. Someone said, I can't like posts with women in them unless they're naked.
So I hope you know whoever
awful.
you are,
So we went on my friend Hannah's account and just told them like, you're disgusting, basically. Like you are scum of the earth.
Oh,
so it's fun to do that.
Too.
Oh, they definitely do. They just do it to just be an asshole. Anyone, if they just
it makes I don't know. I can't.
But now the hate comments don't really get to me. Like I can look at them and not really, you know, and most of the time the hate comments, like I said, come from like a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Like someone whose opinion is literally so irrelevant. So irrelevant.
Like
so I don't know. Sorry to hate on this 13-year-old boy,
no,
but like I'm just like, fuck you.
No, seriously. I'll fight a child if I
Oh
need
yeah,
to.
absolutely.
Okay, again, I'm just kidding. I have a job. I don't want to
Yeah.
fight children. So let's get out of the icky social media world.
Is it okay if I turn the light on really quickly?
Oh
too?
yeah, we're getting a little dark.
We're getting
here.
Yeah,
dark
of
here.
course.
California's getting a little dark. What's the weather like over there right now? Not that that matters. I'm just weird.
It's like pretty nice compared to some Aprils that we have in Colorado. I don't know. It's hard to
Yeah.
tell. It was like 80 degrees last week, and today it was like 50 and super windy. And next week it will probably snow.
What? Okay.
So
Colorado's
just
weird.
fucked up. It's
Yeah.
really
looks
bad. But
so beautiful.
I'm really hoping it doesn't snow because crutches and snow do not go well together at all. I was struggling.
Oh my god, I can't
Yeah.
even imagine.
Crutches are hard enough without that.
Do your armpits hurt? I'm asking
Surprisingly,
you.
no.
Ooh.
They surprisingly don't. It's my hands start to get really sore from like I'm like grasping on for dear life to my
Yeah.
crutches when I walk. So that gets sore, and just like my body itself, I just get like really worn out when I use my crutches for too
Yeah.
long.
It's exhausting.
It
Like,
really
body's
is
really
exhausting.
hard right now.
Like I went to a thrift store the other day just to like get out of the house and like do something,
Mhm.
thinking that they would have a wheelchair for me to use. I don't know why I thought that they would. They did not. And I was miserable in that thrift store trying to crutch around.
Yeah, I'm sure. I saw that you took up was it crochet?
I did not stick with it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Honestly,
No
to be
offense.
honest, I wouldn't have
No
stuck with it
offense to
either.
you or
no,
anyone
I'm
that
not
knits or
offended.
crochets. I don't understand how people can sit there and just do it's so boring.
To
I was
be
so bored.
honest, I also gave up crochet.
Did you?
I've just been doing it for so long that it was like I was the 5-year-old crocheter, you were the 5-year-old jam skater. But yeah, it's definitely not like it's not super entertaining. That's not
No.
It's like
So
a
I
zone
picked
out
it's a
thing.
zone out thing. So now that I've been doing it for so long, I could just do it. Like it's not really something.
And it was it was like a good distraction the first
Yeah.
couple days, like when it would start to hurt, like when I was just like get really sad about it, like
Mhm.
I just started crocheting, then it would
Just
you know
counting,
distract me a little bit.
Yeah.
But I did get a 1,000-piece puzzle. That's my craft right
Yes.
now.
I love
I
puzzles.
love puzzles too.
It's
love
pretty
those.
fun. I feel like I overstepped. Maybe should have started with a 500-piece.
Nah, you got the time.
You're okay. Yeah, you're right. You're
But you
right.
have a cat. I saw your cat back there, and like
I
my
do. I
cat
have
is
2
the enemy
cats.
of puzzles.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
we lay a towel over
Smart,
the
because
puzzle.
Yeah.
so
we
they
would come
can-
back and there was like puzzles that had like little pieces bitten out of them, and then like
Oh yeah.
just on the floor, and
Yes.
it was frustrating.
A
Okay,
struggle.
back to the real good stuff.
Okay, yes. Healing. Leads to
Healing.
skating down the line. What are you most excited for once you get to skate again? So backflips by December. What else do you feel more motivated now because you've had so much time to think about it?
Absolutely. And I mean, just like watching watching everyone else progress. Like that sounds selfish, but like I'm pretty sure you guys talked about in a different episode, like roller skating is selfish sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? You talked about that, right?
Yes,
I didn't just make that up.
No.
Yeah. I mean, like it can be a selfish thing, and like obviously I want to watch myself progress just as much as I want to watch everyone else progress.
Yeah.
So like that's a hard part of like recovery, is watching other people learn tricks that like I want to learn.
Yeah.
That's hard in just day to day.
So that's definitely like a good motivator. Like I'm gonna land an aerial. So I'm gonna land an aerial.
Haven't you already?
Never.
Wait, what?
Really?
You can Barani, but you can't aerial?
I feel like that's a whole different.
I don't know anything.
Game.
It's all the same.
It's a different feeling, and it's a total mental block for me. Like because I've been trying it for so long, like over a year. I've been at the exact same spot with my aerial, that it's just like such a mental block for me. So I'm hoping that maybe this will get me out of that mental block, because I like, you know. So yeah, hopefully that healing will get me out of mental blocks and just encourage me to try new stuff. I'm also really excited to like go to California, obviously.
Yeah.
And like me and Ryan were talking about hosting like a clinic somewhere out of state.
Yes.
I really would like to, start teaching people. I don't have any like tutorials or like lessons or anything going on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's something that I definitely like want to get into when I can skate again.
Awesome.
especially with like so much background in skating.
Mhm.
Like you have the
Well,
technical background too.
it kind of bit me in the ass because now I feel like I don't know how to teach someone how to just roller skate.
Oh, yeah.
Like it
Okay.
comes so naturally now that I'm like, I don't know how to like tell you how to move your feet. Like I
Yes.
genuinely don't know.
Yeah, because you've just
It's
been
hard.
doing it since you could walk.
That's like we were talking about that in another episode too, of like my boyfriend can't teach me certain things because he's like, I don't
Yep.
remember how to learn how to grind. Like I don't remember what
Exactly.
it felt like.
That was so long
And I'm like,
ago.
because he started skating about 15 years ago too, and but like aggressive skating. So he's like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
And some
I'm
people are
sorry.
just natural, like we were when we were at Michelle's. Miguel, also Michelle, but Miguel is like teacher extraordinaire.
Oh my God, Miguel's incredible.
And
That's what Michelle
he's
has told
yeah,
me.
and he's been skating since
He's
he
been
was a child.
yeah.
So it's also like so interesting for us, I guess, to see how he like breaks things down. And literally, he's helped me unlock so many things by just tweaking like just the way I think.
The way you
like,
think
I
about
look.
something. It's
Yeah.
crazy how much your mind like plays a role in how
I hate it. I wish I could just
Carly gave me the best advice I have ever been given in roller skating
Please.
ever in my entire life. And she told me at a clinic, actually, I
Mhm.
think it was like probably about 2 years ago. Skating is 50% mental, 50% muscle memory.
That's
Oh,
actually true
that's so
though.
true.
That
sometimes when you go
and
for
that
it-
has stuck in my head like since she told me that.
Yeah, because you like I mean, I'm sure you know this, like when you're going for something that is maybe like a little bit scary and you can't quite get it, like your body knows
What it's doing.
yeah, once you practice and drill a little bit, your body's gonna know what to do and figure it out.
Exactly.
Like you just have to get that.
Or like trying to do a certain stall or grind like on a bigger thing. Like it seems so scary. But
Yeah.
it's literally your legs are doing the exact same thing as they did on a smaller ramp. It's just in your head.
Yeah,
That is so true.
I struggle with that. I think we both struggle with
God,
that. Yeah.
I struggle with everything. But like I just I dropped into vert at Michelle's for the first time and then we went back this weekend. And it's just like I have to tell myself like it's the same thing, just bigger.
You did it, right? You did it again this weekend?
Yeah, I did it again
Yeah.
this
Okay, good.
weekend. And I
Good.
like randomly fell one of the times this
It
weekend.
was-
It was such a random fall. Like I was dropping in back to back to back to back, like doing runs on the vert, and then one of them I just like died.
Like
and,
arms were like
for,
this.
like a baby. like, and I like got
Just
up and I was
sprawled
like,
out.
what just happened? I don't even know what happened.
I was scared. I was up there. I can't even
'cause
get
you can't
close to her.
see
Yeah.
from the
So
top.
all I see is just like
me dying.
little
Just
legs.
diving in. I was really excited to go to Michelle's vert ramp because I have never skated a vert ramp. You know, we have our 13 and a half foot
Too big.
vert. Too big. I don't want to learn on that.
No.
Like I've tried to drop into it twice and I fucking died both times.
Really?
Died. Yeah, I died. I mean, given it was definitely like a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And I'm just like, well, mental. I'm way too scared to do it again.
Yeah.
No, after
It's
even
scary.
this weekend, after falling that one time, it took me like
It's
I think you went down and like
scary.
kind of skated the mini for a
I
second.
skated the mini for a minute and then I went back up to the vert and I was like, and Miguel's like, no, you have to have those falls. They're good. They're good. He's like, get back.
I mean, it does help.
Yeah,
think
and because
falling
like
is good.
falling and knowing that you're gonna be okay is A plus. Like it's a great feeling.
Absolutely.
It's like, okay, yes, I fell. Yeah, that was weird as fuck, and I don't know what happened, but I'm alive.
It's
And
the muscle memory thing.
yeah, the muscle memory.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, oh man, once you're able to skate again, you'll need to for sure come out and skate it because
It's dreamy.
Stoked.
it's really cool. Okay, but aerial, Bert, are there any other like tricks in particular that you're like
Inverts. Inverts like they do not make sense in my head. That's why I have never attempted and like I guess I shouldn't say attempted because I have attempted, but my body just doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like no matter how I've had Fink explain it to me, I've had Nick explain it to me, like I've had invert masters explain it to me, and I don't fucking get it at all.
Well, that's where Miguel comes.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly,
and
like Miguel and Michelle,
both Michelle's inverts right now are
they're looking really good.
I know they do look good.
So good. So like let's say that when the time comes you're ready to try these new tricks, what do you stick with Cooley's advice? What goes through your head as you're
when you're
attempting
learning new things?
Well, I really is just like myself how pissed off I'm gonna be if I don't try it. Like I'm gonna take my skates off and get in my car and be like, why didn't you fucking do that, you idiot? Like, you should have just tried it. Like, what was the worst that could have happened? You should have just done it. So I like try to tell myself that and give myself that little pep talk before it's too late.
Before you're bummed in the car on the way home.
Yeah, exactly. But that's really the main thing. And also just like wanting to have that feeling of landing a new chick. The feeling of like landing it and just like being so proud of yourself and like the energy, right? Like, you know, like when you have the right crew and like you're all working on something and then you finally land it and it's just like, oh my God, it's the best feeling. It's the best feeling. I've been doing a lot of like watching my own videos skating while I can't skate. You know, I feel like that's okay to do.
I do it.
I do it right now.
And I do that.
I came across a video from last summer of me like doing my first handstand in the deep end of our combi bowl. And it like made me start sobbing because the people in the like all my friends are in the background and like you can hear them cheering for me like when I finally land it and like I just have the biggest smile on my face and that's the feeling that I'm talking about. I cannot wait to have that feeling back. That's what I crave most about skating is like just the like feeling of like being so stoked about it.
Yeah. I feel like your videos give me that too. When I first started watching your videos.
Oh, really?
I would watch the what's the skate park? It's the big concrete one. Is it Arvada?
Memorial. Arvada too.
And it just like everything about it, the way it looked, the way your friends, like the hype that I could hear, your intenseness. I feel like you're so focused, and it just made me feel like it's making my hands sweat. I always know
my hands are sweating.
I always know that I like get really good feelings about a skater when my hands start sweating watching them because it's just so cool to see like what you can build up to, what's possible, like first of all, the kind of people you need to have around you. Like obviously they should be stoked on you, you know?
Definitely. I'm really thankful to have like the people because I live like right down the street from my local park, Memorial, the one that we were just talking about. Yeah, and thankfully like I had developed a pretty good relationship with like all of my current friends that skated there before I started skating because I started working at the skate shop that was right across the street from it.
Nice.
And that's what like got me into park skating. But like I'm really thankful to have developed those relationships with them because that I feel like that pushed me to like want to be better, to like want to be able to skate the same stuff as my friends.
Yeah.
Can you give them a shout out? Can you
like
give
who
them,
do you like to skate with?
Who are the homies?
I was talking more about those that was directed more towards like my skateboarding friends.
No, still give them the shout out. I think they deserve it. They're hyped on you, and I think
there's too many. There's way too many of them to shout out.
I'm gonna do at the homies.
we can do at the homies, but give a big shout out to at Jumpman Quaz. That's his Instagram. You've probably seen me post about him. That is my bestie for the restie. He motivates me like more than any roller skater ever could. No shame on any roller skater, but like we just have like that's my person when it comes to skating. Like if I could bring anyone on, like if I were to go on like a big skate demo tour, something crazy like that, that's who I'd bring. I would bring Quaz. So you better be watching this, Quaz. I'm gonna be pissed if he doesn't watch this.
Honestly, if you don't repost this, then we're gonna have a scathing email to send.
As far as roller skaters, Angel.
Angel
loves
so
skating
cool.
with him.
Good spirit.
Yeah, him and Brina.
We
also talked about Brina. I know Brina is like one of my. She's so good, and it like pushes me to want to be as good as her, you know, and that's like why our relationship is so good because I know she feels the same way about me. And we are strong in different areas. I feel like she's really good at like airs and like you know doing things switch in like different directions, and I'm not. That is not me. I'm not a switch skater or like trying anything new. No.
Like I got my
but I know like really likes to watch my like rotation stuff and you know like, and we both help each other, like, you know, obviously she'll probably help me a lot with my backflip when I do it, and I helped her a lot with her Brainy when she did that, so it's like it's a perfect balance of like skill level.
That's really cool.
I feel like I do see you bouncing off of each other in any videos that you do together. It's always so fun to watch.
And
I think you did a story with Brina or like a video where you were doing like the what trick to do. It was like a little Instagram.
Oh yeah.
thing. And that
Oh,
was
yeah.
so cool to see too, because you do skate differently, but I
Yeah.
can see
Mhm.
where your influences are.
Yeah, and you're both at such a high level that it's like wild that you happen to be in the same like geographical area.
Dude, I don't know what it is with Colorado. You guys are right about that, because I really don't know. Even it park skating and derby, we had like 3 of the best derby teams in the country at one point. I'm like, save some for the rest of the country.
Yeah,
Like
we
Colorado
need
is,
some stuff.
I don't know
Yeah.
why. And then when we got trampled too, it was just like, okay, we have too much
Yeah.
power in this state. It's
Yes.
insane how many talented people live here.
Seriously. That's
Shout out
awesome.
to Trample too, though. I miss her.
Oh,
She
yeah,
needs to
Trample.
come
I know.
back
come
to
already.
Colorado.
But like where Trample's at right now looks so
Yeah, but also,
beautiful.
yeah, she's definitely living a much better life than us people in America
Us
right now.
dirty Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Also, can I shout out Nicole Noller?
Nicole, she was in San Diego.
I know. I was supposed to be there too, and then we all could have skated together. But it's okay, because it will happen again. But shout out to Nicole. Nicole has actually known me since I was wee lad, like 6.
Really?
She played derby with my mom.
What that explains a lot, because I know that Nicole has skates and I've seen her like drop in on skates, and I was always like, how is she so
She's good.
at
She's
roller
so
skating?
good at skating. And she
good.
she picks shit up so fast. Like I remember I taught her how to 360, and she picked it up literally so fast. It blows my mind.
No, she's super talented, but that makes sense. If she played derby, I was like, how is this skateboarder so good at
Yeah,
roller
and she can rip on a skateboard too. Like so good.
That's awesome.
all of her
So
Twitch
good.
videos like make my like she's so clean. It's wild. She's really cool.
Yeah.
Dang.
So let's go into, what did you want to say?
5-year plan.
Yeah. What do you think your 5-year plan?
What's your 5-year plan?
Where do you think roller skating is headed within the next 5 years? Where would you like to see?
Well, I kind of touched on it earlier. I really would like to see it taken more seriously. I'm gonna I think I'm the 3rd person to say X Games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, ding.
X Games for sure. Ever since the Olympics hit me up, I'm like, let's get us in the fucking Olympics. Like that seems
what did
that
the
seems
Olympics
like
have to say to you?
Yeah.
Dude, so weird. So they messaged me. I got the notification like the Olympics would like to send you a message, and I'm like, no fucking way. There's no way this is like the real Olympics.
Yeah, like
you're gonna click and then they're gonna steal your account on Instagram. It's a hack.
Literally. But no, then they had the blue little badge, and it like was legit the Olympic Instagram, and I was like, I had the same question. What do they want with me? This poor little quad skater. What do they want? And they basically just asked if they could use my videos to like promote the Olympic movement. Okay. I think they just want like cool action sport things to like, get people pumped for the Olympics.
Wow.
But that does mean that they like what we're doing.
It's on their radar.
Which is super sick. Yeah.
They went to the perfect person. Honestly.
Yeah, seriously.
That's so cool.
So yeah, I definitely want to see, and I want to see more like what sponsors. Like I know Barbie is sponsored by Monster, right?
Oh wait, sorry, your audio cut out for a second, so we didn't hear what you said. You want to see more of what?
More just like legit like sponsorships that will pay people.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I want people to make money.
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
Doing this. That's in 5 years I would like to say that like I make my profession from skating.
Yeah.
And I would like to do that by getting sponsored by Red Bull. If anyone wants to like tag Red Bull in my videos, because like that is my like that's my dream.
Have you hit them up?
No, because I'm.
If you did, they would literally, because they're sponsoring other roller skaters, aren't they?
I don't think so.
Yes. What's isn't that one girl from Portland? She's a derby player.
Well, yeah. So she's the only derby. She's derby player.
Yeah, but
sponsored, but they don't have any park skaters. But I have talked much about it, and she was like, I think you'd be
first of all,
a prime candidate. And I have another friend named Phil. Phil lives in Boulder, takes some amazing photos of me skating.
Oh, Phil.
And he also Phil. He also takes photos for like the US snowboarding.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
And so he knows a lot of people, like there's some snowboarders there that are also sponsored by Red Bull. So he's tried to get me in contact with like the Colorado athletic manager of Red Bull, whatever it's called. I don't know, but I have yet to hear anything from them. But I'm hoping.
I'd say shoot your shot, because Red Bull seems like when maybe how long ago was this? I used to live in a house with like a bunch of fixie bike riders, and Red Bull would host competitions. Red Bull would, I don't know if they would really sponsor people, but they would still start to give them platforms because they noticed that the sport was kind of picking up a little bit. Red Bull does the Flugtag. Like Red Bull's kind of in every, you know what I mean? I don't think they're like,
definitely.
That's such a attainable goal.
Oh my god, yeah, and you're so talented.
You're so talented. Of course they would love to.
Thank you.
Yes.
I really,
On behalf of Red Bull, I'm saying yes. Stamp of approval.
Thank you.
Consider yourself sponsored.
Forge a letter.
We like hack the Red Bull system.
Well, so I did. They have this sponsorship, like, what's the word? Why can't I fucking think?
Program.
Not program. You fill it out like a
application.
Yes, application. They have a sponsorship application on their website, but it like verbally says like we are not accepting sponsorships right now. Like we are not like doing that. But I feel like I could convince them otherwise if they watch my videos. But I still like contact me when you're like available, like when you do start sponsoring people. And then I got an email from them and I like started freaking out. I was like, oh my god, they noticed me. But no, it was just my confirmation that my submission was sent. Whatever. But
dang, well that is, I hope to see that happen in the next 5 years too, because I think
the goal.
And we were, once again, when we were talking with Angel last episode, we talked about like, you know, in like all of us investing in like really believing in it, like really believing in roller skating, whether it's like the culture of roller skating, because Jay and I won't be doing any backflips anytime soon. So like here's our contribution, here's our morsel of contribution. Like we believe in you, roller skating. We believe in this community. We believe in this sport. We believe in this industry. And it's like really cool.
We need that to take it off. Definitely. We need more than just the talented.
And we need like more people believing in hope for that, you know, in whatever capacity, whether it's someone like you who's like a hardcore athlete or like anyone else, like even like I don't know, even I think of like Sunshine Skate in like their shirts, like just creating any kind of art or community or not content, but like actually like content that's
tangible. Tangible things, like we need to start throwing money at it, because that's the only way that people you're like, yes, please throw money at me. But
not me, everyone else, not me.
No.
Let Red Bull give me the money.
We need to see a lot of improvements, and I think that they're happening and they're being recognized. But so we have, let's see, like what do you think are some improvements that need to be that need to happen in the community in order for this to work out?
Okay, I might get hate for saying this.
We'll edit it out.
I just feel like the roller skating community is very problematic compared to, you know, like skate, because I'm also involved in like the skateboarding community, you know, and like the drama of the roller skating community is not going to be tolerated if we want it to be as big as we want it to be.
1000%.
Like that cannot continue to happen. I understand like everyone has their own opinion and everyone's opinion is very valid to themselves, and like, you know, continue to have your opinions, like of course, but you don't need to bash people for not having the same opinion as you, because that is just that's doing the complete opposite of bringing the community together.
I feel like it's such a like an inefficient use of energy. Like we all have such limited energy, and I feel like every fucking week it's some dumb new shit in roller skating. It literally is such a non-issue that we shouldn't even have to waste our energy on it. And I feel like there's so many people, like a lot more people talking shit in the community than actually skating, it feels like sometimes. And it's like, guys,
100%.
Unless it's something like really crucial, like racism or like spatial misogyny, like
1000%.
I don't know, like things like that, like those are important
things,
right? But when it's like something dumb, it's like, oh my god, who fucking cares? Like,
well, it also,
I agree.
I was telling you this, when everything is a problem, then nothing
Nothing's
is
a
a problem.
problem.
Like
Yeah.
when
Yes.
every little thing is a freaking issue, then the big issues
It
get
makes the big issues seem diminished.
yeah, exactly. Like you can also there's a lot of maybe I'll get hate for this. Like there is so much important shit happening in the world
Yeah.
that we need to be focused on. So sometimes like crying wolf, like
Yeah.
there is spatial misogyny. There's so much misogyny. We have to deal with a lot of shit. We're coming into a different space as roller skaters, but like you can't cry spatial
Yeah,
misogyny
for
every time
every
something
single
happens.
day.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're at a skate park. Like we
Yeah.
are all here again, theme of the podcast. We're here to play on our silly little toys at the silly little park with our
Yeah.
friends. Like that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was
Yeah,
thinking,
and I think people just take it all too seriously.
yeah, but in the
But
wrong
not
way.
serious.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like
yeah.
not
in the
in the
wrong way.
serious way that we need it to be taken.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely feel that. Well, I'm excited to see. I really feel like there's maybe a fork in the road coming up where like some people will be taking it more seriously in the way that you're talking about, while like eventually people who don't actually care about roller skating but are just here to like
Mm-hmm.
internet bicker, I don't
Mhm.
know. Like I think that people will eventually like
Fall off. They'll get tired because
yeah.
once you can't claim to be in a community when you're not in it, when you're just in it to
When you're in
look
it for
out
the
for the
wrong
drama.
reasons.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And that's
Yeah.
gonna get boring for even the person that's doing all of this. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
gonna get
'cause
boring
that's
for the person starting the problem. So hopefully we can all just, be patient, keep our composure, and keep lifting up people like you in the community, keep, pushing out the right
Yeah.
message as opposed to acknowledging all of the stupidity that happens.
Yeah, I feel like
definitely.
it's such a group effort and people don't realize it, that like we do need a community that can support the dream of like I personally don't plan to ever go to X Games. However, if I can do anything to get like you or our sport recognized in
Mhm.
X Games, like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Sign
it's
me
such
up.
a like yeah, sign me up. And everyone has their own way of doing it, where it's like I don't know, seeing the bigger picture of like, okay, we all want this sport to get the recognition, the money, the everything that it deserves. So how can we do this? And like
Yeah.
how can we make this happen for all of us?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. And it's yeah, I could go on about that for a bit. But okay, as far as improvements in like hardware, do you see it like what do you want in that way?
I don't really know because I love my setup. There is nothing about my setup that I could complain about.
Oh,
I was
that's
gonna say
Like
good.
your setup is
genuinely.
unproblematic.
Yeah, you have a pretty
Yeah.
solid setup.
I don't foresee any problems until I like run out of my stash of penny trucks. I don't know what
And
I'll
you
do
love
when I
those
run out
things,
of
right?
those.
Like,
I love them to death.
oh, that's awesome.
I have
mean,
one
that just
right
goes to show.
here.
Let's say it.
Actually,
Show
shout
us
out
a
to
little
penny trucks.
3-inch. That's about.
Damn.
That's not
Yes.
that bad, I think. But once you're on them,
I
it's just a
can't.
big
I
clog.
wish I could do it. I wish I could do the penny
Because
truck.
are you both on narrow trucks?
Yeah.
Well, you just switched to wide trucks, Alyssa, didn't you?
Yes and
Tries.
no. I put like the old Sugar Grip, the 4 Park Series wide trucks on my
Okay.
Jack 2s because I tried them on my Jack 1s like last year and I kept dying and and then I just like hated it, and I've been on narrow trucks for so long and I've like gone through the pain of trying to learn like grinds on narrow trucks. But I'm kind of on the wide trucks right now. I say kind of because it's like the plate is just the trucks aren't very compatible with any plate, and so like the pivot arm does not go all the way into the pivot cup. It's like maybe this, where
It's
it's like
the same ones that Michelle is using, right?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
where like the pivot arm is technically in, but it looks like it could pop out at any time. And like when we were at Michelle's, they tried to like
They literally
put
tried it.
all of their weight on my skate to see if they could get the truck out, and they couldn't. So that's a good sign. I feel
Well, they
like
kind of
Yeah.
front truck. The back one seemed fine, wasn't
well,
it?
it didn't come out at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was still in. So I might try and actually skate them. They were like, don't skate those until we like get you a new plate or something, like make it work.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear that you're.
I would like to
Right.
see that universal with like everything,
Oh, a
Yeah.
plate that's
because I
universal.
feel like people have a lot of problems with like finding trucks that like fit with
Yeah.
You know, because like the Neo reactor plate isn't compatible with penny trucks, right?
I don't think so.
Which sucks because I love the Reactor Neo so much. I love that plate, but I've never tried because I'm not a wide truck person, but
I think I've heard Bella. I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Okay. I'm pretty sure I've heard her or seen her post that they aren't. So it's just like, I just wish that there was a plate that would like work for everything.
Yeah, we were talking about that with Allie, a universal mounting system. That would be great, but we're not there yet. So I would also do that. But that's another thing, that once we have more money in the industry, we'll have
then we can do what we want.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely. Oh man. Okay, well, I don't want to keep you too long, especially because you've got like pain or whatever. You got
this is the most fun I've had in like 25 days. So keep me as long as you want.
What's that?
Keep me as long as you want.
We just start watching Zoom videos and like start watching TV together.
How long have we been talking? What time is it?
It is like 7:30.
We've been talking for like
an hour
and a half or so.
Okay.
It just flew by.
I know. It really did.
The only reason I know is because I'm hungry and I'm like, oh.
That's fair. That's fair.
But finishing, like, what else? Like, what's on your mind? Talk to us. What else have you done? Like, what else is worth mentioning?
Can I talk about some like really cool skaters that like inspire me?
I love that. Please do.
So obviously Michelle is like my number one inspiration for everything on and off of skates. I am in love with her and obsessed.
We agree. We agree.
Barbie has also been a really big inspiration from day one.
Yeah.
I think like the first 3 roller skaters that I followed like before I started park skating was Michelle, Barbie, and Olivia.
Oh, Wardlow?
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, she incredible.
Rips.
Yeah. She's so sweet.
Dude, she's seriously. So Trample has also. What'd you say?
Have you skated with Olivia in person? Oh my gosh.
There's very few people like that don't live in Colorado that I have skated with. I haven't really traveled to skate at all.
Oh, and plus I'm thinking, I was just thinking of this the other day of how like in Long Beach, especially, but in California, like so many people roll through that like I've gotten to skate with so many people without traveling that I forget it's not the same like everywhere. But that's a very good point. Okay, so anyways, Trample is another big.
She will always be, especially because like I was obsessed with her in Derby also.
That's
true. And so
Derby star.
So then like when I started park skating with her, every time that I would see her, I would like freak out, not know how to speak to her at all. And then we like developed a relationship, and now like she's my friend. It's crazy to like be able. And same with Michelle, like it's so crazy to be able to say that like my idols are my friends.
Yes, that's what we were talking about this weekend.
It's insane. It's like so insane. Like a couple months ago when Nick the medic came out to visit, and I like had lunch with him in Trample, and I was like, I'm literally having lunch with Nick the medic and Lady Trample. Like these are my friends. This is insane that these are my friends. Like it blows my mind.
Yeah, I feel that. We were at Estro's this weekend, and like obviously I feel that with Estro all the time, but I was like just sitting there on the ramp like looking at like Hazley and Gato and like Miguel, and I was like, oh my god, I'm
like hanging out with them.
My friends, like you've been my friends. What the fuck?
Even
like,
after all the I say around you, I'm sure.
Even like over Instagram, like I know like there's people that are so amazing, like Travis Reynolds and like and Ragna and and Max Mead, like all these people that literally Max Mead is so amazing, like and he's at a level where I'm like, I'm okay with just like I have no aspiration to like be as good as you, because I know like I can't attain that. You know, like it's just like level. It's a whole nother level of.
He thinks different.
Yeah, he's
want to watch you. I just want to watch you. Like there's no
competition.
Exactly. And so, like when people like that say that they like to watch me skate, I'm like, oh my god, you don't understand. I like I like to watch you skate. Like you can, it's just wild. And that comes back to like also the social media thing of like, those people also deserve the following that I have 100%. Everyone that I had just named deserves to have 170,000 followers on Instagram. Like, you know,
yeah. Give the credit where credit is due.
So cute.
I love it.
So precious.
Gotta build each other.
like I tell people all the time, I wish I could like share my fault. Like, I wish I could like take a portion of them and give them to you.
Yeah. Like a piece of pie.
But
Where you're
this
like,
is-
Yeah, exactly. Just divvy
Yeah,
them
no, but
out
this
to
is how you
everyone that
do
deserves it.
Yeah, this is how you
Yeah.
do it. You give recognition where it's due, and everyone wins, I think. You know?
Mhm.
yeah,
Oh,
that's really precious.
I don't want this to end, but I don't know how long Zoom's gonna let us record
Oh
for.
yeah, that's true.
We really appreciate the time that you've spent
Of
talking
course.
with us, your honesty, your awesomeness. You're so sweet, and I'm bummed that we didn't get to hang out this time, but it was for a reason. The universe wanted it.
Yes.
You'll come back. It's
Absolutely.
gonna be such an epic time. I know
Even
it.
more fun.
Oh
We'll start planning now. We're gonna start writing a list. We're gonna start your ideas.
Okay, yeah.
Just
Make a
wanna go
list of everywhere that you're gonna take me. All the spots worth going.
Oh
everywhere.
my god, you're gonna have to be here for like 2 months
We're
because there's
doing it.
so much.
That's
to do.
fine.
We're doing
I
it.
do plan on like moving to California at some point. I mean, no promises that it'll be like soon,
Yeah.
but it's
but
in your head.
definitely at some point, yeah.
You and Angel get in a
I
car
will be there.
and
Yeah.
get over here.
The amount of times we've talked about it, he messaged me one time and was like, I know it's like super last minute, but I'm off all next week. You want to drive to California with me?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, I wish that would be so much fun.
Right. If only life was that way.
I know. God.
But I hope your healing journey
Yes.
will obviously keep in touch, obviously. But I hope your healing
Yes.
journey is moving along and that you're not feeling
Thank you.
you're not feeling too stir crazy in there. If you
Yeah.
are, let us know. We'll send you some funny videos.
Oh, did you try the shirt on? Did it fit?
Yes, it's so cute. It fits me perfectly. I'm so obsessed with it.
Good. Okay, because I was like,
Amazing.
when you asked about it, I was like, oh, I'm never gonna reprint this shirt. I don't know why.
You
And
got the
You should
secret
reprint it because so
edition.
many people swiped up on my store and were like, is this for sale? Like, where can I get this shirt? So you should definitely restock it because
Oh man,
plenty of people are interested.
I might, if we do, it might be a short sleeve though, and also or a bag. I don't know. But when I first
Cute.
made that shirt, nobody wanted it. Like 5 people bought it.
Really?
I made like 2 dozen, and I was like, fuck, I really fucked up. And then I don't know why, but during the pandemic, everyone was like, hey, do you still have these? And I'm like, where were you?
Yeah.
Like, but I'm glad it fits you because it was just sitting under my bed, like in a box of clothes that I don't wear.
That's
I was like,
perfect.
oh shit, I hope this fits Ivy. This could be like
It fits me perfect.
Like, yes, that makes me so happy.
Oh,
It's awesome. Before we go, can I do one last little self promo thing?
Yeah,
while I am injured, I decided that I am gonna start taking, because I've like wanted to make merch for a while now, and I'm like gonna take it serious now. So I just put in an order for 1,000 stickers. So I have stickers that will be released as soon as they come in. They will be sold for $3 a piece.
We will definitely be buying some.
Also,
and then
go for it.
Just that once I see, like how those sell, I will be making more like, shirts and beanies and hoodies and socks or whatever people want. So just keep an eye out for all that.
I have your air freshener in my car from
Oh,
forever
really?
ago. It doesn't smell like anything anymore,
It's
but
just cute.
it's still
just there.
Cute.
It's the thought that counts. That's
I know,
sweet.
Ivy, I'm like, oh, everything.
It's so cute.
Yeah. And I won't spoil what the stickers are, like what my logo is, but the glasses are tied into it.
So did we nail it today?
You definitely nailed it.
That was all Jay.
I did it. I did it.
Good job.
I'm taking it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm so happy when that works out. All right.
That worked out great.
We're taking them off or putting them on. Well, we appreciate it so much. We hope you have a wonderful night.
Can't wait to
Thank
see you in person.
I know. I can't wait to hug you guys.
I know. Wait, last question. Actual last question. We had this talk on our drive home, I think yesterday. We think you are like 6'2". How tall is Spicy Ivy?
Set the
Girl,
record.
I am 5'2". I am so short. Literally, it's so funny. Everyone thinks I'm so fucking tall. Why? Why do I look so tall?
Jay is taller than you. Jay's fucking baby.
I'm 5'4".
I'm tiny.
I'm gonna
I
hold-
genuinely have not grown since I was in 8th grade.
Oh my god. Am I the only Amazonian? God.
Well, you're like our leader.
Well, it's really funny because all my friends, like guy and girlfriends, are all so tall. Like not just like taller than me, like they're like just like tall.
Oh my
And so anytime I go anywhere, I'm just
God.
this tiny little thing.
Look like you're like 6 feet tall.
I'm not.
That's funny because we were with
I'm
Hazley and we were
tiny.
talking about the same thing. We're like, Hazley, you're taller than me, right? Me, Alyssa. And she was like, no, I just have really long legs.
Yeah.
And
She
it's
does look tall. She looks
Like,
very
she's
tall.
5'5".
yeah, she's 5'5".
What?
Yeah. The internet's a freaky place, man.
How tall are you, Alyssa?
I'm 5'8".
So yeah.
Height.
Tall.
I wish I could like us in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like 5'2", 5. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say 5'2", 5'4", 5'6", 5'8". No,
No.
but yeah, exactly. I'm like too tall. I don't need to be this tall.
Ugh, I'm top 10 inches.
There's
Yeah.
no such thing as too tall.
That's true. I agree. That's why we wear skates.
Yes.
Oh my
Well,
God.
we appreciate you and we love you and
Yeah, thank you
Of
for setting the record
course.
straight too. Now we know 5'2".
Yeah.
I'm like in awe. Right
Yes.
now.
I know everyone is when I tell them. I mean, given like I am taller with my skates on, obviously, and like photos when they're taken with fisheye, especially, like I
Yeah,
guess I
that's true.
do look
Also,
pretty
when you're
tall,
upside
but
down, we can't really tell.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Because you're like standing on your hands.
Yeah.
You're doing handstands. Oh, well,
Good to know. Well,
Yeah,
yes. Thank you for being here. Thanks for
of
chatting
course.
with us. Can't wait to get to hug you and skate with you. Or actually, I won't
Me
even
too.
skate with you. I'll just watch you and
yeah.
be like,
Can't wait to swoon.
No, I want to watch you skate, so you have to skate.
That's true. Yeah,
And
Ivy. Oh wait, give it what?
I was just gonna say that I'm excited to watch you guys jump on the trampoline at Michelle's.
By the time you're gonna be, the videos are getting better.
They're so good, so good. Also, the fucking video that you posted yesterday with the dog.
Well,
I also did get scared for a second, just
Yeah.
like the slightest second. I was like,
Oh
oh
my
my
God.
God, what is about to happen?
yes.
But then
But-
I was relieved and laughing.
Good
At the end.
sign that I posted it because like I thought
You're
I was gonna
alive.
be dead.
I
but, like,
did
no.
too. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be traumatized.
I know. And I just like, could not believe that was happening. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what? And I couldn't believe that Jay happened to get that on film because I was just,
Literally,
it was more of like, oh, look how cute Astro's being. And then Rod's just like,
literally charging.
yeah. And I couldn't tell if he was charging me or
No,
if
he
he
was
was charging
charging you.
Astro or what he was charging. Cause I was like, oh no, am I
Scary.
dead?
This is it.
Yeah.
This is how I go.
Scary.
Good night, world.
Pretty cool way to go though.
Yeah. I was
Yeah.
okay with that. Okay.
Well, we're bad at
Yeah,
goodbyes.
we're bad at
but
goodbyes. We miss
Okay,
y'all.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.